The 14 Stations of the Cross. Last week, you studied the Stations of the Cross. You watched a couple videos, reflected, and responded on a discussion board. Today, we're going to fill in these blanks. Jesus is condemned to death, number 1. Number 2, Jesus takes up his cross. Jesus takes up his cross is number 2. Number 3, Jesus falls for the first time. Number 4, Jesus meets his mother, Mary. Number 5, Simon helps Jesus carry the cross. Simon helps Jesus carry the cross. Number 6, Veronica wipes the face of Jesus. Veronica wipes the face of Jesus. Number 7, Jesus falls for the second time. Number 8, Jesus meets the women of Jerusalem. The women of Jerusalem. 9, Jesus falls the third time. 10, Jesus is stripped of his clothing. 11, Jesus is nailed to the cross. 12, Jesus dies on the cross. Fill in that blank. Dies on the cross. 13, Jesus is taken down from the cross. And finally, Jesus is laid into the tomb. Joseph of Arimathea gave up his tomb for Jesus. You'll see that in a later slide. So leading up to his stay to the Stations of the Cross, we know that based on the 4 Gospels, Jesus is mocked and tortured. He is asked to carry his cross. He is made to carry his cross to Golgotha, the place of the skull. Golgotha. Golgatha. Golgotha. There were 2 people present at his crucifixion. Those are the 2 blanks you have there. It was Mary, his mother, and St. John. Jesus died at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is where the Marianists get their 3 o'clock prayer from, based on the commemoration of the death of Jesus. And in the prayer, we say, the disciple whom you loved, and then we talk about Mary in there too. So this is a Marianist tradition based on the death of Jesus that took place at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. For the next slide, we reflect on how God's plan of salvation is culminated with the death and resurrection of Jesus. So for the first blank there, the answer is Joseph of Arimathea. He requested the body of Jesus and gave his tomb to Jesus. Joseph of Arimathea. Arimathea. Nicodemus, who was a prestigious Jewish leader, he was a very prominent figure in the Jewish among the Jewish religious leaders. He believed in Jesus, and he brought spices for the burial of Jesus. He brought 75 pounds worth of spices. He was wrapped, and then he was buried in the tomb. We commemorate the events of his death on Good Friday. We call this good because it is the day that Jesus died to fulfill God's plan of salvation, of restoring humanity's friendship with God the Father. This concludes chapter 11, and we will do chapter 12 in the next video.